Hello, welcome back to Codes and Gaming. We are here for episode number 21 of our Football Manager 1860 Munich series. And as you can see from this table, here the board is delighted to secure promotion to the Bundesliga 2. We have been promoted. We sit 11 points clear with 12 points remaining. So, yeah. Avoiding defeat against Schemitzer, who are in 17th position, and we win the league, which is interesting. They have set the initial budgets and stuff, and they've given me a massive £55,000 a week wage budget and a transfer budget of only £840,000, which isn't the greatest. I don't know if we're going to be able to stay up with that. We'll see, and as you can see, there's one person here that I am looking to get in. It's Timo Königsmann, who is on a free. He's a contract to Mannheim, but I believe they're in our league. Oh no, they're not. They're in the Regionalliga Südwest. So he is currently 3.5 star, comes to be 4 star. So I think he comes in as quite a decent player. Currently representing as a good Bundesliga 2 level. Potential to be a leading Bundesliga 2. He comes in as a free on £6,000 per week as the first choice keeper. I am potentially looking to keep Joel on because he's still got potential. He's still 22, he's still improving, and he's driven. So he does dread playing in big matches though, which I don't know. Either way, we won't be able to get him on a permanent deal. He has signed a new contract, which does mean his minimum fee release clause is now only 1.6 million rather than the 2.5 it was previously. But he has now got another 3 years on his contract. So there's potential with this squad. We've got these 4 players, which are all 3.5 star, which they will definitely be in the team next season. As you can see, Sidney Frieda has just his performance, training performances, has rocketed him up the star ratings again, and now he is better than Custerman by half a star. Custerman has fallen off slightly. His determination is going down, but he's still 17, still can improve, still got a massive amount of potential, and still will be with us next season unless a massive offer comes in. But it depends on how or what my players' ratings are or values are when we get promoted. As you can see, the most valuable player in our team is David Otto. He's valued at 800,000 in this league. I believe he has a release clause actually. Yeah, it's only 2 million, but that will be clubs in the Bundesliga can trigger that. So I don't know if he's going to want to go. But we obviously will get to that in the next episode where we go through the transfers and all the previews and stuff for next season. But this is the team that we're putting out today. We have Joel in goal. We have Etienne, Wolf, Martinez and Sissoko across the back 4. With Custerman keeping his place for this game. I will rotate if we get the promotion today. I will rotate for the next game and give some people some game time. With Efkan and Bergman in front of Custerman, with Loretta, Brock and Otto rounding out our front 3. Now, Brock isn't doing very well as the inside forward. I'm 100% sure I'm training him on it. I am. He might have. He's competent, but I don't know if that's improved. I'm going to have an in-depth look at the squad, see if anyone's like sort of slowing down on their development, and if we can look to move people on, because as you can currently see, there's not a lot of people that have an average rating above 7, which is sort of worrying for a team that's sort of running away with the league, and that's why I think we might come back down next season, and I hope we don't, because there is a lot of money in the Bundesliga too. We are favourites here. We've got a strong recent form, which is good. We have lost against them once. Hopefully we can put this title to bed and not capitulate completely. If we don't win it by now, like in this episode, I will cry. If we lose both games, I'm going to be annoyed. Come on, lads. I'm going to passionately say, come on, lads. Win this one for the fans and seal the title for us. Some of them are looking quite good there. There we go. Passionately say, you've got everything that it takes. This is going to be quite difficult to break down, I think, as we kick off in our home kit, even though we are away from home from left to right. Shemitzer in their light blue kit, which is actually quite nice. Quite nice to look at there. And hopefully we can seal it. Loretta with a free kick on this far side, goes to the back post. Martinez is there and makes a good save from their keeper, Clewin. Right, nothing's happened here. So I'm going to tell them to get creative here. I would love a goal. I don't want to win this title by having a draw. Because, I haven't showed you the last few games. The last few games have all been pretty much draws. If I, right, how do I do it? If we have a look at the last few games, I think it was it these two that we played? No, I don't know. Either way, a lot of draws in here, and then just a win there. If we'd have beaten Osnabrück here, their title would have been over, as they are now sit down in third, which it is now anyway. They can't win the league, but it would have put a nail in the coffin a bit sooner. They lost the game where we beat Hansa Rostock there, hence why they can no longer win. But nothing's happening in this game, and I'm not liking it. No one's playing particularly poorly, but no one's playing particularly well as well. David Otto is not playing too well. He's actually has been scoring a couple of goals recently, which is good, as their player surely gets a yellow for that challenge on Etienne, which they don't. And David Otto is doing badly. We got Steiniger on the bench. He really hasn't featured for us that much. Has he actually scored this season? This is going to be worrying if he hasn't. He has. He scored one goal. But he hasn't played too often. So we'll get him on the bench or on the pitch. Yes, Etienne will bring Sissoko play over there. He's right only now. So we'll get Madoma on for Etienne as well, because we are struggling for people over there, as Efkan has a deep free kick. He launched it into Martinez, who scores his second goal of the season, and we are deadly from set pieces. We are incredible from them, and Efkan gets another assist to his name. Nice deep free kick lofted to the back post. Martinez is free, no one marking him, and a nice side foot volley into the left hand side of the goal, and it's now 1-0. And we can start potentially looking at fitness. Martinez has scored, and he is now looking like he's the one to take off. Although Efkan has now dropped his fitness a bit. We'll get Maziz on, and we'll swap them around. Maziz hasn't played for us that much this season, which is rather unfortunate. It's just we have started with the defensive midfielder rather than the attacking midfielder more often than not. As Loretta has a shot on target and a goal from a free kick. That is a great goal. And yeah, his fourth goal of the season. He saw, I think it was Efkan scoring what is probably going to be our goal of the season, and he wanted to put his name in the pot there, be a contender for goal of the season. And as it stands currently, we are winning the league. We will go, is it 14 points clear? Yeah, 14 points clear with only 9 remaining. 4 minutes of added time here. So we went a bit more positive, and we got the goals that we needed. And it should, hopefully we won't concede a goal here and ruin the clean sheet as Customer picks up, but he loses the ball straight. And they do have a shot on target, but it isn't troubling us at all. And now we need to drop the tempo, always waste time, and relax. And that should be that now. The ball's gone out of play. We've played the 94 minutes that is meant to be played. And it is all over, and we do win the league. 1816 Munich has won, I believe, their first ever 3-Liga title. And that is exactly what we should have done last season, but we didn't manage to do it. So it's good to finally get over the line. Boris Martinez and Franz Loretta proving the difference here. And that is great. Well done, lads. You sealed the title with your performance today. That was fantastic. And hopefully we will now be able to stay up in the next season in the higher league. But I will join you in the next game, which is going to be Aachen, who is normally a good game for us. So I will join you in that game. And we are back for the Aachen game. There is mass changes happening, just purely for fitness and give people game times here. We've got Joel in goal, Becker, Lang, Batiste, Madoma across the back four with Frieda, Rocker and Maziz. Coming into the midfield with Holzer, a debut for Holzer here. Manuel Holzer, one of our youth candidates from 2 years ago. Currently 3-star ability, which is very good. Currently operating at 3 league level. Quite good acceleration. So he comes in as that winger on this side, replacing Loretta, who now sits on the bench. We've got Perrin on one side, who I am probably going to look to move on. Potentially. And then Steininger up front. I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do with the squad next season. But this is the team that will play for this game, which is going to be our victory parade. So let's give Holzer a squad number. You can have one at the very end, 42. There we go. I don't know what I'm going to do with the squad. So it should be an interesting transfer window. Yep, I expect nothing but a win to keep this run going. They didn't like it. Again, same formation as last time. So I might start with, right, I'm going to start with what I did last time. I said more attacking width, positive mentality, and let's go as we kick off from left to right in our home kit. They're in their nice yellow kit, which I am a fan of. It's very bright. It means you can see their players quite easily as Batiste now has a free kick with a minute gone of the first half. Which he manages to lose the ball, and they are now through on goal. 1v1 with the keeper, and they do make it 1-0. Our victory parade has been slightly dampened by Batiste there, who is definitely moving on this summer. He's one of the players that I can safely say needs to leave, as Mrs. House now has a free kick on the far side. Lang with the header, and he scores his first goal of the season. That was nice play. As I said in the last game, we are deadly from free kicks and set pieces. Mrs. with a free kick on the far side, whips the ball into the back post. Lang with the header, keeper can't save it, and we do make it 1-1. This might be a goal fest, which I'm not going to like it if it is, to be fair. But hopefully our players can perform, as they now have the free kick on the far side. They go back post, and somehow Batiste makes amends for his awful play for the first game and manages to save the ball from going in the back of the net, and they have a corner on this near side now. They go back post, but Lang heads it clear, and Perrin is now running at their defence. It's now 2-on-1. There's a good tackle there, and the ball goes out of play for a throw-in, but nothing is doing with that. This is now with a free kick. He goes for goal. That is one hell of a bend he has on his foot, but doesn't manage to get it inside that near post. We are playing quite well. I'm going to time to get creative here. It's coming up to half time. It's rapidly approaching, actually. And I sort of want to win this game. I want to win the last 3 games, and that'd be nice. Get the points tallies up. It will be our highest ever finish in this league. So it doesn't matter how many points we get, but the most amount of points getting in a season is what you aim for, isn't it? So a 1-1 here is not going to be good enough for my liking. As they float a ball in, and Batiste and then Maziz gets it clear. Perrin is having an absolute piss poor game again. He's on a 6.4. I will let it drop to a 6.3. As he's about to take this corner, so he might get an assist here. So I'm going to take him off if he doesn't. But Maziz has a shot and doesn't manage to challenge the keeper's. Perrin has now gone up to a 6.7. Gutted. I was planning on finding him some money there, get some money back in the coffers. As Rocco now has the ball, he plays it back to Batiste, who loses the ball out again, and then slides in for one challenge, doesn't manage to get the ball, and I'm right. Batiste is having an absolute piss poor game. But so is pretty much everyone else, as they now have a goal kick on this left-hand side. And can we win this ball back and break on them, as they are playing it quite nicely around us on this near side? No one's really putting a challenge in, and Batiste yet again doesn't win that header. And this is starting to become unacceptable. I'm going to demand more here. Right, Holzer can come off, Loretta can come on. His debut wasn't the best in the world. Alright, we'll put Madoma over there and we'll get Alpha Sissoko on. Lang is the next most likely candidate to come off, and he is, unfortunately, going to have to come off. I would have liked to take Batiste off, but there's nothing we can do here. And it is looking like we're going to go to a 1-1 draw in our victory parade, and it's not the greatest thing in the world. It's time to show some passion for the last 2 minutes, as they have now got a throw in on this far side. A goal here for them would kill me, but we do manage to block it for a corner with Madoma on that far side, this near side. As Joel now picks the ball up and he plays it nicely into Martinez, into Frida, and we're playing quite well here. Perrin has it this side. There's an overlap, but he goes inside. Maziz now picks it up from Frida, who goes all the way to Loretta, who tries to beat his man, doesn't quite get it. There's 10 seconds remaining at this half, and it is going to be a 1-1. This is a bit of a dampener on the thing. We have drawn a lot of games coming into this end of the season, but I suppose we still aren't losing games that often. I would prefer better form going into Bundesliga 2. But there's nothing you can do at this point. Frida now passes it out to Sissoko. There is maybe one chance left. It goes all the way across the box to Loretta. Can he get the ball in? No, Madoma maybe. As they do close him down. And it is all over. That is a 1-1 draw to Aachen, which is a bit annoying. I'm going to say that wasn't good enough, because I would have liked to win there. We are champions of the third Liga, so it doesn't really matter. And I will join you in the next episode, which will be the transfer episode and the first game of the next season, which will be in the Bundesliga 2. So thank you guys for watching. If you have enjoyed the episode, make sure you click that like button, comment and subscribe. If you do end up subscribing, make sure you click the notification bell to stay up to date with everything on the channel. But until next time, goodbye.